Pisces, welcome to Moonbeam's Messages. This is your collective monthly reading. Now, as this is a collective reading, not everything will resonate, so please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you don't find anything that resonates in this, then please check your other placements where you're likely to find a message in there. So this is your reading for August. Spirit, can we get some cards, please, for what's coming up for Pisces in August? What's going on for Pisces? Okay, interesting. So your overall energy, we've got balance on the bottom of the deck. So take everyone's input into consideration, merge viewpoints to create a better solution. Take your time, there's no need to rush. So it feels to me like you're looking at making some sort of balanced decision here through the month of August. It might very well take you the full month to go through it all. It is something very much a case of you potentially looking for all of the information. Might take you a while to get that. But yeah, very much looking at making some sort of balanced decision and keeping it balanced going through the month. Now, at the start of the month, we do have a 9 of spring. So protect the fruits of your labour, prepare for the possible changes that lie ahead, environmental conservation. So the 9 of spring is very much keeping boundaries up, protecting yourself from harm. It could also be protecting other people from, if you've got particularly harmful behaviours or toxic traits, for instance, it could be that you're protecting people from those. It does very much feel like you are in a mode where it's like you're trying to keep away from people, is what I'm feeling. Maybe you just don't necessarily want to socialise with anyone just in case somebody gets hurt, whether that's you, whether that's them. It also feels like an energy of not compromising here with that 9 of spring. Let's get some clarity for you. Okay. So I've got a King of Pentacles here. So it could have something to do with someone from work, possibly a boss. It could be very much that you are trying to protect yourself from them. Now, it may not be. It may be somebody else, somebody that is feeling like they are very stable. I also have a Four of Wands here and a Six of Cups. It could have been somebody that you may have been married to, somebody that you had a long-term relationship in the past. It could very well be maybe you were burnt and you're trying to protect yourself from getting hurt again. Now, it could just be that you are trying to work out a way to move forward in a particular relationship here without necessarily releasing some of your boundaries. I am seeing that there is potentially a soulmate connection here at the beginning of the month, possibly a relationship with someone that you may have known them for a very long time, and it looks as though it could be progressing. And it could just be that you are very much unsure of how to progress. So you don't necessarily want to let them in too much. It does feel like you are trying to protect your peace as well. It could just be that you're protecting them. Maybe you're protecting your happiness and your stability with them. In the obstacles, we've got the Ten of Spring. So ask for help from others or work no play, being weighed down by too many responsibilities. So there is a massive burden here in this obstacle. Something is really weighing you down. You're really carrying it a lot on your shoulders. Now, it could have something to do with all these boundaries that you've got put up, or whatever it is that you're trying to guard and protect. As weird as it sounds, it could be that you're trying to protect your children. The Six of Cups can also be a card of children. Maybe you're looking to go into a new relationship or into a long-term relationship, and there's children involved, and you're just trying to make sure that they're protected. What's this Ten of Spring, please, Spirit? What's this Ten of Spring? Okay. So we've got the Chariot. So very much making sure that you are continuing to move forward, heart and head. Now, it could even be moving, it could be a bit of a burden. Now, it could very well be that you are looking to move in with a particular person or have them move in with you. And you might find it really challenging. Maybe you like your own space. I do have a Six of Wands here coming out to the side, which is suggesting that you're not sure on whether or not something would be very successful. You don't quite know how it's going to pan out. You also might not be in your best energy. You might be feeling like that people aren't seeing you for your worth. And potentially you want a lot to celebrate, but you don't say that. And then all of a sudden, it's just struck me that maybe you don't want to celebrate. Maybe the idea of celebrating makes you worry. It could very well be that you've got something coming up, but you're actually scared of the celebrations. Maybe you don't want, if it's a wedding or a party of some sort that you're going to be celebrating, maybe you're just not into big gatherings. Maybe you don't want people to see you. But then I've got the Hermit. It also came out to the side. So, like, you want to be on your own, you don't want to be on your own. It feels like there's a lot of indecisions here on what somebody wants, whether somebody wants to be on their own, whether they want to be seen, whether they want a celebration. And I feel like that is what this is. I'm wondering if somebody's going to potentially propose to you or ask you to move in with them, take that next step of commitment, and you just don't know whether you're ready. You know you want to move forward with them, but you just don't know how you want to move forward with them or in what direction you want to move. And that's the big challenge, working out what it is that you actually want. And that would explain why I've got so much in the outcome. So I've got a Seven of Spring. So be assertive, don't back down from what you believe. You can courageously stand up for yourself. So very much deciding what you want, going towards what it is you want. I've got renewal here, review the past and the present so you can plan a bright new future, understanding your purpose, releasing judgments in yourself and others. So making a final lasting decision on something as well there. And then Three of Winter, reach out to others for comfort and love. You will grow stronger from this situation, sadness that will heal with time. So it could very well be that whatever your decision is, you're going to be grieving the decision or what you're leaving behind. So if it's something where maybe you're single at the moment or living on your own and you're really used to it and somebody's asked you to move in, somebody wants a relationship with you, somebody wants to take that next step, you might grieve losing the big chunk of independence that you've built up, not having people around you because you've all of a sudden now got to be considerate of somebody else in your space all the time. Um, Not all the time. You can still be independent within a relationship. You can have that interdependence, but there's still certain things where you have to start considering another person. It could also be that if you choose that you don't want this as a relationship, you can obviously end up grieving your person. So either way, there's going to be some sort of grief that comes out of this. So when you've decided what it is you want, you've stood up for your beliefs, you've stood up for your boundaries, whatever it is that you want, and you've made that decision, there is still going to be a little bit of heartbreak, whichever way round you decide it. Let's get some clarity on these, please, Spirit. I say clarity, I don't think there's any clarity that's really needed because of how many cards come out, but we'll pull some anyway just to. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles in the reverse here. So something that you'd been used to something that you found stable and reliable is coming to an end. Doesn't mean that it's a relationship. Like I say, it could just be a way of life that you've got used to before going into a relationship. It is very much an ending here. Something coming to an end, something changing, a loss of some form, possibly the loss of a home as well. And like I say, it could be that they've asked you to move in with them. We do have a lot of movement on these cards too. Now, there is also a devil here. So it does suggest to me that there could be there's a bit of selfishness, I feel, going on with this. Not necessarily toxic or negative energy. I feel like it's selfishness because we've also got this Three of Wands where it's very much somebody's become impatient, somebody is fed up of waiting. Um, there's definitely some swift moving going on. And I feel like there's a lot of self-indulgence going along with this. And it is very much because you are very much standing up for yourself. I don't feel like it's selfishness in a bad way. I feel like it's selfishness is in that you need to do it for yourself. I feel like it's very much your self-indulgence, you making sure that you're getting what you want and what you need. Well, like I say, it's going to cause you a little bit of grief, and it could be very much that you don't want to feel those feelings and you just want to run from them and move as quick as possible. But there's definitely going to be something here that you might just have to do a little bit of healing from. Right, let's get you some oracle cards to see if there's any other messages from Spirit. So listen from the heart. So definitely something that you need to do. Listen to what your heart's telling you to work out what it is that you actually want. Let that heart and that head align. So you've got the hidden garden, inner beauty and hidden talents. So very much, looking at the inner beauty in things. So we've got spirit animal, instinct, nature, personal power. So very much about finding your own personal power. Ocean depths, mystery, the unknown, and deep emotions. So you've got some deep emotions that you might even be hiding from yourself a little bit there. The celestial gate, opportunities and new horizons. We know there's a new opportunity coming in. Someone's going to give you some sort of, or look like they're going to offer you something. And then the rainbow bridge, connection, hope, and promise. So there is definitely a promise of a good future here, and how you connect with yourself and how you connect with someone else. Let's get you a spirit animal oracle as well. What spirit animal oracle spirit is for Pisces? What is a spirit animal oracle, please, spirit? Thank you. Oh, tiger, fire. I choose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. I am bold. I am brave. Mighty forces come to my aid. So very much being brave, being bold, and following your passion here. Listen to your heart. Follow what it is that your inner passions want. Right, I hope you enjoyed your reading today, Pisces. If you did, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It will help pass the message on to anyone else that needs to hear it. If you want to hear more from me, then don't forget to subscribe. And if you press that notification bell, it will let you know when I do post new content. For all of you that have subscribed already, thank you very much for your subscription. It helps make the channel grow and it helps pass those messages on. So thank you very much for your support. Thank you very much for joining me and good luck.